he would turn away from an idea because something else would capture his attention, and we would commonly call it attention deficit disorder. And yet, that's where Mabel was really strong in focusing. I'm going to close with one story about Mabel. Carlos first. Okay, that's my hour. Okay.
Well,
I'm sorry, Donna.
Is there a natural progression of sail material?
Actually, he used two types. He used the red silk material, and he used Nainsook, Nainsook, which is a kind of a light cotton. That was used later on the white wing. They covered it with dope, and that's what made it less porous. It was okay for kites. And there were two weights of Nainsook, and those are the kinds of details I'm trying to make out for kites. Nainsook. It's a very common older cotton woven cloth.
Yeah, I saw it in the museum. That
right, and it was usually a cotton light color, not quite pure white. One last story I've got to tell you. Mabel, I think, is a big part of his story in his life, and she sometimes not only directed him to his projects, but she called him away from his projects when he got too intense, so he'd stay grounded. And she wanted to take the girls on that trip to Europe as a finishing trip, and he insisted that he stay behind because he had this important work to do on aviation. And so he wrote to her, he said, like, I started this work on aviation, and I really must complete it. Your idea of me joining you in Washington and going over to Europe with the girls is taking me away from an important project. Mabel, being very, very clever, as most wives are, said to him, yes, your work is so important. I value your work. I want you to make achievements in aviation, and this is a really important project. What, my dear, she said. You started this project with your two daughters long before you turned to aviation. I expect you to be in Paris for the end of the summer. And he went. So that's it. Thank you very much for being so thankful.
Thanks, Bob. We're going to take quick 5-minute breaks. Those of you that need to smoke, whatever, we'll come back in 5 minutes. Again, washrooms are downstairs to the left.
We're actually 10 minutes early. Yeah, I got them booked for 2:20. We'll start at 2:25.
All right.